What's up, YouTube? Today, just want to go over the patch notes of Undisputed's brand new patch that they released. But before we get on that, I just want to say appreciate the love on the last video. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes, the comments. I'm a really small ass channel. I am nothing out here. I'm not gonna pretend to be I'm anything. I'm doing this just for fun. But I'm really passionate about Undisputed. But like again, like, subscribe, and I appreciate anybody who watches this segment of my video, like for real, like because they're, you can go and watch anybody else who makes, content. So appreciate anybody who even stops by. So seriously, mad love. That being said, play my intro. Okay, so we're gonna go through this Undisputed patch notes line by line, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and I'm gonna break it down into a nice little package at the very end and tell you what is actually wrong, at least in my opinion. That's all I can do is say my opinion. So yeah, so here we are. Patch notes for 1.1.3. Changes to the block colliders to ensure that the blocks function as expected and the number of power punches that break through the block are greatly reduced. Again, I'm going to go all through all this and wrap it up in a nice little bow at the very end. Deontay Wilder's stats have been reduced, and we removed a trait. His power hooks should now be less impactful. God damn, can I read? Let me read that. Let me read that one more time. Deontay Wilder's stats have been reduced, and we've removed a trait. His power hooks should now be less impactful. Ooh, that is. Deontay Wilder's trait was not the issue. His power is not the issue. It is spammers and block bleed through all packaged together that was the issue with stamina. So it was like a three type deal. Anyway, so we'll come back to that one. Increase max stamina cost of hooks and straights. This is probably one of the biggest issues after playing like 10 games. This is one of the biggest issues of this patch. We'll come back to this. Increased the cost of power punches to both short-term and maximum stamina. Okay, they started cooking with this one, but they messed it all up, and I'll tell you why. Because this kind of goes in hand with the cost of overall straights and hooks. This is terrible. We'll keep rolling. Introduce a threshold on the number of power punches that can be thrown within a single fight before the stamina cost single fight before the stamina cost per power punch is increased further. So basically, after you hit that unknown threshold, whatever that number is, each power punch you throw after that is going to cost even more stamina, which again, not a bad thing by itself. It's not, but again, we'll keep going. This is insane. Temporarily removed the critical stumble reaction from the game as it was too punishing. So that one is the one where you get hit with a power hook or power jab or straight. The power jab or power straight where your player stumbles back because of the power of the punch. Yeah, that one was too punishing just because it left you vulnerable for like 3 seconds. If somebody knew how to follow that up, if they knew that was going to hit and land and you were going to stumble, they just run up to you and just hit you with 3 power punches. It's gonna come back at some point, probably like a 1 second stun instead of like a 2.5 whatever seconds. So that one's fine. That one's whatever. Reduce the effectiveness of chain ability of hooks by further slowing them down when a fighter is gassed. your fighter's gonna be gassed constantly. So now you're even getting punished for doing combos, which is insane. But again, this is kind of they thought they were cooking and they messed it up. On to the next one. Fixed an issue that would prevent players from moving if they entered a flat-footed movement while fighting on the inside. I think this is a fancy way of saying when you were stuck. When players were getting stuck after getting hit with the power punch, you were just stuck for like literally 2 or 3 seconds, and you were just not to stumble back, but you would get hit and you would literally be frozen in the position you were stuck in for like 2 or 3 seconds. You would just get destroyed by hooks. I skipped one. Increase the stamina cost of pushing, which should reduce the amount of people spamming the push mechanic. This one's just a clear W. Great change. Perfect. Nothing to say there. No more push spamming. Perfect. And last one. On Xbox and PC, Steam, ranked quitters should now receive a loss on their record, and their remaining players should receive a win. The fix for PlayStation is taking longer than we'd like, and will hopefully be a part of the summer update. Not a big deal about this one. You know, it is what it is. Hopefully it'll come later, but let's get to the main issue. So what they basically did, there is almost no punch bleed through now. At least that's what it feels like. There is no punch bleed through. So they massively buffed blocking, okay, which is not a bad thing by itself. And then they nerfed stamina to the ground. So people who weren't even spamming power punches, are getting destroyed in a sick, especially with online career mode players. The 5 of you that they are, or there's more than 5, but the small community that gathers around career mode, it's insane. They're destroying career mode with this change alone. Career mode is almost unplayable with the stamina the way it is, because CPUs have way more stamina for whatever reason. So let's tie this all back together. Super buffed blocking, no punch bleed through now for the most part. Reduce stamina to the ground, so when you throw literally a 3-punch combo, you're pretty much already gassed and you're losing a lot of stamina while you're doing it. And there's another thing that they didn't talk about here. They messed up punch tracking in this patch. It feels like a bunch, like right hooks to the body are not landing at all, or even head hooks, but it feels like for the body at least. So in tandem, you're missing punches more, and they cost a lot more stamina. And here's I know a secret nerf that they did just because I played 10 matches and I seen it, and out of the 4 or 10 matches, like flash KOs. They bumped up flash KOs. So now when you throw like just a simple power jab or straight, you get a chance of literally knocking someone out without them even getting a chance to get up. You're just knocked out and you lose the fight. It might have been your first or second knockdown and you're out. That's it. You're done. And they even increased the days from random punches. You get days more from random punches. I don't know why they did this. So the main core of the issue right now is they buffed blocking to the maximum, they nerfed stamina, and they broke punch tracking, which adds to all 3. You can't break through the block because you're missing more, and you can't even break through the block because you don't even have enough stamina. So now it feels like a lot of the games come down to who can hit a little bit more jabs to get that point ahead in the round. And that's so boring for the boxing purists who want to win on the card every single fight and want to take it to their last round. Fine, that's great. But you could do that in the previous version of the game. But now it feels like the fun has been pretty much taken away. At least in the previous version of the game, you could still have fun. Like you could, even if you knew how to work against spammers, you still had to know how to actually play the game and fight, not just spam. You could beat them 9 times out of 10. You could beat a spammer, like if you knew what you were doing. So now they're gonna run this for casuals, and only the purists get to have the fun, right? There has to be a balance. It was spammers ruining the fun for everybody, but you could still have a lot of fun. And now there's almost no fun. So this is how I'm looking at it. Fun is gone for the most part, with the stamina being nerfed to the ground. It's insane. So that's pretty much where we're at. No stamina, and barely any punch bleed through, and broken punch tracking right now is. I will say this. Let me go back. Huge shout out to Steel City for getting this patch out early. Huge, because we were expecting this in December, pretty much around this time in December, and we got it a month early. So that's like great. That's fantastic. But now the game feels like it's broken even more, which is insane to say. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, this is the video. I played around 10 matches, and you know, I've won literally like 9 out of 10, but it's 9 out of 10 were like, they were really boring. Like, and I like going into later rounds. I like it. But now when I go into later rounds, when you're in like the 4th round, you're starting to literally just walk around, hit a couple of jabs, maybe a couple straights to try to get a little bit ahead. So you're literally throwing like low double-digit punches. And my average pretty much throughout the 10 matches was literally 21, 22-ish power punches in the entire fight. That is insane. So yeah, it feels a little bit broken. They overcorrected too hard. Like, they just yanked the wheel and just overcorrected, and that sucks because the game, they just need to tweak it. That's all they need to do. They just needed to tweak what they had, and they were putting some salt and the whole thing fell in there. Like, it sucks, and it's gonna be a little while till we get it fixed. So I can see a lot of people leaving the game because it's just so slow right now and boring, I would say, for a lot of the fights. But yeah, that's what it is. Appreciate you watching the video. If you made it to the video, thank you so much. Like, again, I'm not shit out here. I'm a small ass channel. I'm just trying to grow, I'm trying to have fun, and I'm trying to interact with the community. So let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about this patch down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What else did they break? You think it's the best patch ever? You know, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So let me know. Yeah, let me know if it's broken or if you really like it. So yeah, that's it for me. Peace.